Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam. I'm here with Nick, and Nick is playing Rock, Austin is playing Tormmik, Bob is playing John, and we are here for the 17th session of the
Worlds Collide.
Worlds Collide.
I almost said Mission of Good, didn't
No, I didn't! Shush! It's been ages!
Especially since we played Mission of Good.
Yeah.
Lots of ages.
Might not be ages for them. Mayhaps they just watch Missions of Good.
What, did you like it?
Time travel.
It's a camera. Cameras are notoriously bad at answering questions.
I probably didn't like. Well, if you did, let me know. Anyways, well, hopefully this is better, and we'll just carry on here with Worlds Collide. They all came from different worlds. They collided on this one.
Which is where the name came from.
Mm-hmm.
It's good of you to finally get that.
Yeah. Took me a bit. But anyway, so last time, you remember what happened last time? Any of you?
Yes, we got a job being, guards to a caravan, and we thought maybe we can make some money by killing a band of Horde members.
The answer's no.
No.
You can't.
But
Peasants can make money killing Horde members.
Maybe we could make some money looting the Horde members' stuff.
Because you did, in fact, just kill a bunch of goblins and a few odd orcs. Nilbog among those goblins.
Which are just...
It died.
Backwards.
I don't like those at low levels. Higher levels you can actually hit them. Lower levels is like, everyone's got one attack.
The bigger problem is that you're supposed to heal them. Yeah, you could beat through them, maybe.
I don't think you're supposed to kill them in this edition, are you?
Yeah, you can.
Still
I think
works?
you can. I'd have to double check. But yeah, I know that hurting them heals them or things like that. I'm not sure. Anyways, past that, they're dead. They're corpses now.
And that
Do you
Nilbog
rifle through
their
bodies, stuff? What do you all do?
Yeah, rifle through as we cut off bodily appendages.
We all have the same friend.
Apparently.
Well, checking it wasn't. It was from the other group.
David loves Alan for making sure.
There's a decent chance to watch this?
Yes, I know. We love you too, David.
Yeah.
Worth keeping it in.
Hey, it's better than starting this video over.
Yep.
Because then I'd be right.
Yeah. Did not predict that I'd have to. Shh. Anyways, so you rifle through. You might rifle through body. You know.
We're mutilating corpses, rifling through their stuff.
Okay. What? Did one of you leave?
Yes.
Did you leave?
Yeah, he just said, "They're
We're
dead."
going to go back and check on our actual job.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing that's worth actual money, want to make sure they're not dead.
He's going to wind up with all the magical items anyway, so he seemed to enjoy storing them in his folder.
Yeah. Well, his folder's so good for him.
Yeah.
No, it comes down to identify this. Okay, and then it just goes into the folder.
Just disappears. What was it? It had a cursed object. Got identified, it disappears into dust.
Let's see. So the two of you are the ones searching. Make investigation
Why can't it be perception? I can do
or
that.
perception checks. I don't really care. You can do that. That's fine. Just let me know.
I'm doing perception.
Investigation. 12.
24.
And you're doing more looking. You're doing more rifling.
Yes.
And that kind of thing. Well, first off, between the two of you, you find 38 gold from various nations.
All worth the same.
Essentially.
The
Because
government
ultimately
price
it's
fixed
by...
long ago, too. This is the amount of weight in your coin.
Yeah, it's by weight, and to a large extent, yeah. Some of them are technically in 2 gold coins by weight, or whatever, but ultimately the amount they're measured by is stamped with weights. So
38, you said?
Yeah. So you find that throughout the bodies. You find that on the orc lady with the claws and such. She has a necklace which has 6 tiny little keys on it.
Yes, maybe magical. I haven't bothered picking up that spell. And by that I mean the, like, whatever warlock thing gives me at all times.
You, however, you're looking more around the camp kind of area where they'd set up, and you see sort of what is almost like a mound with, like, furs and stuff that, it's shoddy cut, but they're, like, almost covering over something. Yeah, to which you find what is almost like a rough-shaped chest kind of thing, half broken out with, like, some sort of end of some staff sticking out of one end and, not locked, opens inside of it. Definitely some stolen clothes of some sort of noble that they probably robbed. You find a jar which has a bunch of butterflies in it. A couple of them still alive, and like a little hole poked in the top. A little lead lockbox, and the staff itself, and probably let's go with like. Probably silver dagger. Okay. Maybe it's some really polished metal, but
question mark on that. Okay, I'm going to take. I'm not taking the butterflies for obvious reason.
Okay.
I'm going to take the staff.
Okay.
And there's clothes.
Yeah, clothes, staff, lead lockbox. Silver-ish dagger. Did I forget anything? I should have a note here. What did I do? Note? Nothing else in there, so I think I got out.
Okay, I'm going to take the silver dagger, staff, the lead lockbox, the clothes. I'm going to open up the jar and let the remaining butterflies free.
Okay.
I'm not a monster.
Stay in there with your corpse friends.
Hey man, somebody gonna come along and find a jar full of undead butterflies one day.
See, he wants necromancy. He's evil.
I don't want necromancy. I'm just saying, you leave stuff around, weird things happen. Eventually.
That would be a weird thing to bring into that one.
Yeah. Like a starting trinket. What you got? I got a jar full of undead butterflies.
They're beautiful corpses.
No, they're undead. They're like all nasty and stuff.
Probably, yeah.
Now I'm just thinking, would you give them, dead flowers or just straight sugar water?
You don't have to give them anything. They're undead.
Undead still feed in most of their forms.
They don't have to. They do that because they're evil.
Yeah, what are the evil butterflies going to do? Oh, it's sweat. He's sweating. Better go ahead and jump on his face.
Look that up.
Okay. So, what do you do at that point?
Continue my search?
Yeah, no, that's your search.
It's like you found everything.
That, and between the pair of you, you find that gold, so.
Alright, I'm going to take the clothes and the staff and the lockbox and the silver dagger to Vic and make him figure that out.
He brings you stuff.
Yeah.
Look at it. Yeah, this stuff magical.
What
10
is
minutes
it?
later.
I throw the necklace on that pile.
Okay. You do find, probably the first thing, once those two are together, those keys open up the 6 separate compartments on top of the thing. Most
The
likely.
lockbox?
Yeah, the lockbox. So,
Start
most
open-
likely.
I start opening compartments?
You just open all the compartments?
No.
What do you do?
We wait
You
for
wait
a
for it to-
verdict, yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you casting?
Detect magic.
Detect magic? Alright.
No point in
And that just sort of makes it where you see things?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously, that lockbox doesn't seem to be anything, but you can't
It's
see
flat.
through that.
Yeah. The box
Dagger.
itself is not magical.
Yeah. Not magical. Clothes, not magical. Staff is magical. Yeah, only thing of those would be the staff is magical.
Identify the staff.
Okay.
Another 20 minutes. After he says that's not magical, I talk to our guards, like, we're camping down for the night, let them know we took care of that problem.
They won't be sneaking up on us tonight.
The staff is a Staff of the Woodlands. Magic quarterstaff with a +2 attack and damage
I
bonus.
think that goes over here.
Over where? Over to him? Yeah. And while holding it, you have a +2 bonus to spell attack rolls. It can be attuned only by a druid. 10 charges.
You're a druid, right?
With the following properties, and it regains 1d6 +4 expended charges daily at dawn.
Does it break?
If you expend the last charge, roll a d20 on a 1, loses properties.
Wow.
Spells. Spend one or more of the staff charges for various spells. Animal Friendship, Awaken, Barkskin, Locate Animals and Plants, Speak with Animals, Speak with Plants, or Wall of Thorns, all at different charge costs. You can also use an action to cast the Pass Without Trace spell from the staff without using any charges. It also has Tree Form. Use an action to plant one end of the staff in fertile earth and expend 1 charge to transform the staff into a healthy tree. The tree is 60 feet tall and has a 5-foot diameter trunk. And its branches at the top spread out to a 20-foot radius. The tree appears ordinary, but radiates a faint aura of transmutation magic if targeted by detect magic. While touching the tree and using another action to speak its command word, you return the staff to its normal form. Any creature in the tree falls when it reverts to a staff.
Dude, you need to be put in Awaken. Awaken's still
You
permanent.
see how huge this is for things that I will never use.
Hey, that whips. That's still pluses to your whip.
And remember, it's got the Awaken spell. Just cast it on any animal you pass.
To be a silly, silly person.
And
Like,
also,
if we still have...
just so you know, there is random chance that we're working on other things.
Go work on other things.
Mm-hmm.
What, like awakening rocks? Because that
Probably
seems
not.
mean.
Probably not, but you could try.
That seems like horribly cruel.
No.
Does
Rock's
Awaken
cool.
just sometimes activate animate object?
No, that's not what I was referencing.
Oh,
no.
okay.
But it is very specific with the type of animals that it will work on, and per my feeling at the time, I am willing to let it work on other types of creatures that aren't just beast.
Giant spider? Maybe I can awaken you.
Yeah, okay. It's like it may work on something like that if I can quickly think of a decent reason and fun use for it.
So we just have a silver.
Yeah, otherwise we
for
start
no reason.
opening the lockbox
Okay.
with its multiple chambers.
It is sort of like a day short of like a double-sided medicine container where 3 open on one side and 1 open. Which one do you start with?
The one on the left.
Left, bottom, or top?
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Okay. Try a couple of keys. You get it open. And do you have detect magic currently?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't think it really is going to matter if I will open them all up and detect magic later anyway, but might as well because I guess.
Okay.
I'm trying to.
In fact, it makes quite a difference.
Yeah, but it's because it's the point.
You have no idea what difference it
It
makes.
could make a trap happen, but it's
Unless
still
there's
like
a difference in daylight or nighttime.
And how? Where are you guys? And where are you relative to this?
In camp. In camp.
Okay, so
So not next to the caravan, but, our little camping area.
okay, so sort of off to the side. And are you guys there with him?
Maybe a
Yeah.
little away from
Because
fire.
everyone within the 20-foot radius is going to be in this fireball.
That's the point. I was going to say put it away from things so that if it explodes, it doesn't catch things on fire.
And dexterity saving throw.
21.
16.
15. Well, our guards are probably, caravan workers probably dead. No way, normal people survive fireball.
What's the point of moving it so it wouldn't catch things on fire?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not a rogue. I can't detect traps.
Well, the answer is we don't open any of the other compartments till we, find a rogue or someone who can, detect
Oh
that.
no, I just open all the other compartments. Right afterwards. I just move a little further away this time.
How many fireballs can you stand?
I got 37 health.
Is that the one I'm allowed to look at?
I only currently have 28.
I have 30 health. I type damage.
And let's see what my AC was.
have any resistance to fire.
Spell save DC 14.
Yeah, it should be everybody.
Okay. Then you would take half of the 27 damage, or if you failed, all of it. As you then find an empty compartment.
How much, half of what?
27.
26.
13?
However, do you feel like rounding that at this time? I'm fine. I don't remember offhand which one it is, so...
Always in the
Your
player
choice.
saver.
Thus it works out if I just say your choice.
After opening the compartment, how fast was the fireball? And do I think I could beat that speed with astral project, with my shifting to the astral plane?
You weren't able to see what was in there.
Well, my point is, do I think I could open a compartment and use my robe of stars to shift into the astral plane before another fireball goes off?
You have Unseen Servant, man.
That's true.
How much damage was
But
it?
this is cooler.
13 if you saved.
Everyone did. Yeah, that's a good plan. I was just gonna go straight to using my magical items. Might as well use spells.
Okay.
I just have the Unseen Servant open the other boxes.
I moved further
Where,
away.
first up, yeah, where?
I move it out
Okay.
further.
Alright.
Make sure there's nothing caught on fire.
Are you detecting magic?
It's far enough away, it won't matter.
It would be outside of that range?
Yeah.
Okay. It opens a chamber.
No, it just opens all of them.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
And then once they're all open, then I'll turn on Detect Magic and get closer.
Okay. So they're all open, and nothing exploded.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
All empty?
Do you move close enough? From the distance, it looks like there are little colorful cubes in there. In every other one. Outside of the range of Detect Magic, at least. Do you move forward?
Yes.
Okay. And you have Detect Magic? They all explode. Are you within range of the fireballs when your Detect Magic hits it?
No, my magic has a range of 30 feet.
Okay. Then they start exploding. As you see them. As you see that they are in fact magic, they explode.
Anything in the box now?
No, they all blew up.
No, well, we got a lockbox.
I'm pretty sure we don't.
The box actually seems fun.
Oh, then we have a lockbox, yeah.
Yeah, fireball only sets things on fire. Lead's not flammable.
So some sort of exploding rune? I didn't think exploding rune triggered fireballs.
Boxes?
Yeah.
There were little cubes in there.
Well, they're gone now.
And those were going to be fun over time.
Yeah, that was bad plan, Adam.
I don't know why you did that.
There's no way that we weren't going to. You gave us a box of things that could be opened.
Yeah.
There's no way that was going to sit.
Well, there's no way that you don't detect magic, and if you wanted him not to explode it, you should have said, well, intelligence check, maybe it was detect magic that made it explode.
I figured that after the first one.
Yeah.
It's probably full of the crystals that react to magic.
Yeah. However, the weird part was then when he did all of them. I expected him to blow up the first one and then maybe experiment with the second one and have at least 3 left. He opened all of them. So, lockbox. It's lead. It can be useful.
Lead can be very useful.
You can
Poisonous.
give it to children to play with.
Chew on. Yummy. So, interesting fireworks show, guys. We done drawing attention to ourselves?
Yeah.
The lead lockbox.
To be fair, my spells earlier were literally streaming maws to outer space that make horrendous noise, so... And those lasted, multiple seconds.
Yeah, but those were dark. Those were more sound. This is more light.
True.
Light will travel further than the sound will.
Well, we proved we can kill orcs.
Yes, you can kill orcs, and goblins, and nobogs.
Yep.
Oh my. And, you can't.
Yep. We would take shifts, but we don't do that. Austin just sits there all night.
What would you do? Watch you sleep?
Like every night.
Either that, or sometimes I make deals with vampires or whatever creature of the night happens to stumble upon me.
Summon devils.
Hey, man, whatever happens that you don't know about is fine. I ain't betrayed you yet.
Directly.
Yeah, I ain't betrayed you yet.
Let's see.
But is that because you don't want to betray us, or a vested self-interest of betraying us would be bad for you?
It's just bad business.
Yeah.
It's bad business. We stuck together. We a team. It's like you don't cross a good bond like that. Even if we ever get around to the point of fixing these magical doodads so we don't have to be together, it's like we built a lot of camaraderie. It'd be a waste to just throw it away for material gain.
On the assumption that you could gain more materials in the long run with us than without us.
Well, it's not all about material.
Yeah,
There's also
Assistance, information.
influence, power.
Yeah, it's like
you people have healing spells sometimes.
friends are important in business.
and taking out dragons eventually.
Yeah, friends are important.
I mean, it's not like he's going anywhere.
If we hit level 10 and find a non-metallic dragon, then I'll help you try to kill a dragon.
Noted.
If we can
Never
hit...
reaching level 10.
Shush, you don't know that. I could have noted it for something different. Or maybe not. We'll see.
You're going to reach a level of 9 and then you're going to go straight to 11.
That fight was epic. It came 2 levels.
Except you don't get anything from level 10.
Yeah.
It says you got it on level 10, you just skip that level. You didn't get that.
Just skip the level 10 benefits. But this level benefit builds on that one. Not very useful on that level now, is it? Anyway, yeah, you... Mostly uneventful night.
Mostly uneventful? What happened?
You've already been through part of the night. The past stuff has already happened. The remainder is uneventful.
Alright.
And otherwise, you continue on a few more days. From there, you're about 3 days until you reach the mountainside where the tunnel enters.
Oh, sweet. We get to fight Underdark creatures.
Going into
I don't think I have lights.
Karlentide. And there are, is sort of just sort of a force of probably about, probably about 24 dwarves just sort of sitting outside. And there's a brief time, that with the cart, they stop it, and one of them goes up and talks to somebody, beforehand. Goes back. We're cleared. Sort of goes into a tunnel. Into this cave. Let's see. And that tunnel takes... And within that tunnel, there are spots. And you probably take a few days in the tunnel.
That's a big tunnel.
Actually, this tunnel is...
Quite large.
No, this tunnel is less than a day. This tunnel is probably only about 4 hours, maybe, before you reach the town of Kibarak. And it's probably here about midday, but, it's announced by them. Alright, we're getting a storage yard to put this up in here. You guys can decide amongst yourselves how you're going to have shifts guarding it within the storage yard. We'll leave tomorrow, mid-morning. So, other than one of you is going to need to be in there just to make sure that nothing happens, even with, the guard that's at the storage yard. Yeah, so they more or less get set up and get it parked in a sort of a...
How big's the town we're in?
It's a small trade town.
Well, it doesn't have a library. I'll stay in the cart.
Yeah, it's there are quite a few stores.
I don't have money.
But a lot of them are things that are warehouse kind of based and great general good kind of things of trade goods is a lot of what's being bought and sold here. Companies that sort of house lots of stuff and maybe sell even just metals and, where businesses could come in, buy a wagon full of a metal and then cart it back to their business outside. That kind of idea.
I'll take a short break, see if I can find, a general store that might sell playing cards or chess set. Or some sort of game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you looking for?
Those two things I just said.
I know they're both in here, so.
Nah, man, I want to.
Playing cards is 5 silver for a set, and Dragon Chess is a gold.
Okay.
Now, you clearly want to buy a set of bowling pins and a bowling ball. Just bowling on the go, whatever you want.
I feel like that needs sort of a smooth alley to function properly.
You could make it work.
Yeah, we have mold earth.
Yeah, smooth that out. Make gutters.
Just like we should use
You
this
know
spot to
something?
camp. Why? They've already built a bowling alley.
What are you up to here?
Turn
Town.
into a cat, wander around.
Okay. Do you avoid trouble or get into it?
I'm a cat. What trouble could I get into?
Sneaking peeks. Getting into second floor balconies and then robbing them as a person. And turning back into a cat. Having fun with other lady cats.
I don't do that.
It's like, my mind is still human. No, thank you.
Just kind of wander around.
Okay.
Trouble will find me if I'm meant to gain trouble.
Fine, then roll a d12. One. All right, then we'll get back to that. And you're hanging out at the
Yes.
the thing. Yeah, there's you're not alone there. There's sort of a dwarf, in the pair of stalls beside you, sitting there guarding a couple of carts.
I heard you say parasol.
Pair of stalls.
I know, but that's not what I heard. I could just see this dwarf.
The sun's hot on me skin.
What sun? You're inside of a cavern.
He's a fancy dude.
No, he's not. He's more of a rough kind of guy, but
Well, so am I.
what you moving?
The cart.
Cart assassin?
That made me laugh.
Joke! It's a joke.
Yes, it was a joke.
Yeah, jokes.
I don't know,
I've had enough.
some gift for somebody.
Big gift. What you making?
I'm a wizard. I'm doing research.
You can tell from the heavy armor that he's a
You're a wizard, Harry. I'm sorry, I couldn't not do it.
It's you being disruptive now, Adam.
I know. Wizard?
The foot's on the other
Like the
shoe.
kind with the... Like, you make the magic? You don't just... As he grabs his hammer, and it, sparks, like, use things for the magic?
Yeah.
Could you make the things?
What?
Enchanter. Are you an enchanter?
No.
No.
Well, yes, but I'm not. I can't make anything for you.
For you specifically. Fuck you.
I don't have time for that.
Oops.
It takes lots of time.
Does it? Like, how do you do that? I mean, where did that come from?
Like, who developed it?
Well, like, I don't know how to do magic.
Yeah.
Can you teach me?
Yes. Well, you can learn wizardry.
Is it easy?
No.
Still, it's where you come from.
Me?
Yeah.
Mountains.
Mountain. I'm from the mountains.
Yes.
Here, any specific mountains?
Oh god, yeah, give me your
Yeah.
family history, that'll be funny.
I can mention my mountains. I don't think I remember which ones they are anymore, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember their names. I got my family name. I was from those mountains over in
Yeah.
Eberron. I mentioned a bunch of geographical names that he would not recognize.
Yeah, exactly. That's farther than I know, and I'm of course born here in Karlentide. Yeah, it's a dwarf.
Yeah, I was too.
What?
I used to be a dwarf. Magic.
Is that how you became a wizard?
No, I was a wizard when I was a dwarf.
Okay. Okay, good. Just make sure that wasn't
This is the least profitable conversation.
I care about. We're making friends.
No. I've been, raised in the areas over in Kazarak, in the mines, but that's a lot of work. So
Where everyone's a 4-pack-a-day smoker, apparently.
get a good cushy job as a guard for a cart. Not that I haven't seen one be attacked, right?
We fought a horde when we came over.
How have you not silenced that yet?
You did.
His is vibrating. Mine's on completely silent. It's not making any noises, and yours is
Mine makes noise.
dinging.
Pop, ping.
Yeah, mine makes noise.
Yeah, you're the only responsible one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Except
we're
you
ignoring it.
Yeah.
Still David.
Come on, David, we're trying to game here. No. So, so I got this, and we're just taking these, rocks. What's that place? Baymore. Been to Baymore? You've been to Baymore.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta go around the stupid taxes. What kind of nation does the Eagles, right?
Just nod and agree.
I'm starting to feel like the awakened animal with, an intelligence score was brighter than this dwarf.
We'll get back to your conversation in a minute.
He broke rocks in the hot sun.
Technically, no. He broke them underground. But...
Oh, there you go. See, that's why the dwarves are always in it. They haven't activated strip mining or of any kind. They're always under the ground in the tunnels.
With all those gases and collapses.
Just open pit mine, baby.
Destroyed the entire mountain.
That's right. You don't need that mountain.
You, however, find yourself a lady dwarf who thinks you're quite a cute kitty. Gives you a saucer of milk. Pet you.
I don't allow either of those things.
You make her sad. You make her sad.
I'm a cat.
He didn't even turn and hiss at her. He just aloof looked at her and walked away.
Tail high.
As cats are wont to do.
And as she is wont to do, she's sad.
That sounds
That
like
was
she has
it.
emotion.
That was it. I emotionally damaged some poor dwarf.
There could have been other things that happened, but you walked away.
Well, I'm going to continue, just climb up on the roof and keep watching her or something.
Just stalk this old lady. How dare she put out a saucer of milk?
Let's see if I can get some beer.
I'm just saying, last time I walked off from someone, I had to go pick them up at the precinct.
And you get your shopping done. What do you...
Head back to a cart.
Okay.
Start playing solitaire when I get back.
You don't have to. You can play at this dwarf here.
Hey. What's she doing in here?
Guard for this cart.
What kind?
This cart.
I thought you were guarding this cart.
He is also guarding this cart.
Yeah. Man, that must be a nice gift. You got 2 guards for 1 cart?
3 guards for 1 cart.
I don't see a 3rd guard.
He's not back yet.
Oh, okay.
He's off being a cat.
You used to be a dwarf?
No.
Okay.
I'm just currently part dwarf.
Right.
I have, a nice big beard growing out the non-metal side of my face.
I don't want to keep growing beard. Beards are just things.
Well,
We do nice styles with ours, which I notice you've only grown half of one. So I would not agree that you've done so. But
this magical belt says otherwise.
magical hammer says shut up.
It's a very nice belt that gives him a bonus on charisma checks against dwarves.
Dwarves actually like him better.
To my 20 charisma.
Good thing I haven't asked for any rolls now, have I?
Yes. And it's only not growing. He's making fun of my disfigurement and metal face.
Yeah, he's an ableist.
Yeah. So, where are you from?
The city.
Me too.
No.
Kazrak, is that... It's probably not yours, though. You're not
No.
any part of the dwarf. Any party you came from there. Don't get me. Human?
Yes.
Anyways.
I don't know, what's this, animal shape? Dwarves are small burrowing mammals, right? Can he turn into a dwarf?
No, but what's more amusing is when he asked if I used to be half dwarf. And no, I used to be human. Got here and everyone kept saying I was an elf.
No, you were just horribly disfigured on your own planet.
No. Yeah, no, taking stuff to me anymore.
Good for you. It's a good list.
Does he think we're writing his autobiography? Jesus Christ.
It literally is a dude who's been sitting in here by himself with nothing to do for, at this point,
Then he should have learned
6
how to
hours.
enjoy the silence.
Tell you what, you play chess?
Chess.
Okay then. Set out a chessboard and start playing chess with this dwarf. To shut him up. And we just dawned.
So you're still messing with the old lady?
I'm hanging out around her, yeah. On top of buildings and the like.
Yeah, for a while she was, and then she realizes you're back there again. And she tries to call you down again, see if you come down.
Lay down.
On there.
There's like one paw hanging off.
Yeah,
Wait.
looking at her.
Make the best cat.
She kind of goes back amongst her work kind of thing. She's washing things and stuff.
It's a ruse. She's just waiting for you to get close enough so you can get a clear shot.
To pick you up and start cuddling you.
Turn to a person. What are you doing?
She's going to put you on a little cat bonnet.
Turned into a larger cat.
I have a thought, but I can't say it because if he does it, it's less funny. But, well, she'll do that and she looks back. And, after a while, she seems almost more paranoid with the fact you're just sitting there.
It's just a cat hanging on a roof. How is this
Demon cat.
Yeah, well, but you're a new cat, and she saw you, and you kind of acted weird, and now you're just sort of watching.
No! She acted exactly!
Would be acting weird.
Yeah.
Letting her pet me would have been acting weird for a cat. Cats are dicks.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I disagree, but, non-domesticated cats wouldn't let you touch them.
Yeah, no, the odds of there being a non-domesticated cat in this town are incredibly slim. The fact that there's a cat there is almost certainly that it's somebody's pet. There aren't wild cats here. This is an underground cavern!
I thought we got outside, like this was the outside of the...
No!
Oh.
You're inside of a mountain right now.
Oh, I did not
so
realize
we're
that.
just hanging. So she's just washing stuff.
Yeah, she has work to do, but... She'd like your attention, but you deny her it.
Okay.
Do you move on?
No.
Just gonna keep watching this old lady.
You guys play,
I'm
Dragon
now
Chess.
concerned about this old lady.
You play Dragon Chess for...
Is the self-serve milk still on the ground when she goes back to her cleaning stuff?
At this point, yes, it is there.
Okay. Well, next time she looks away, I sneak down and start drinking the milk. So next time she looks up, I'm not there.
We'll get back to that. After
Natural 1 on your stealth check.
nice.
One of those cats failed to jump.
See, he wasn't going to mention that he'd made a check or anything if it was that bad.
No, that's why I had to call him it. It's
I was gonna
nonsensical.
I was going to have it up.
But,
She can't crit
Yeah, right, you know.
things.
Yeah.
so who are you?
We work for different people around. We work for the Fencing Society, the Eagle Eyes, some other places.
what's with them and their systems of taxes?
I don't think we've paid taxes, have we?
No, we don't move bulk goods.
We don't move bulk goods.
And we're not citizens living in a city, so we don't pay taxes.
Yeah.
We're murder hobos.
We're totally murder hobos.
We are pure adventurers.
Nah,
We don't even have a tavern to call our own. We just drift around.
technically each have a room.
It's funnier this way, I swear.
Mine didn't go off.
Because you're
David cut you
responsible.
out of the
I didn't turn
conversation.
mine off.
Yeah.
David cut you out of the conversation. There.
I was suppose you guys could just turn those to silent.
I could.
And David, you're a jerk. You don't know it.
He's got a problem. He sends chat rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, you do know it.
You're a jerk dent, a real knee biter.
But everyone in the chat room needs to know all this valuable information.
Sorry, I had your D4.
I hadn't needed it.
Yeah.
As you build your towers over there.
Yeah, we're fine without the D4.
But, no, he's like, nah. And the very least in the rest would, of course they favor the citizens with it. It's a decent system. At least that I can understand. They just tax everyone. Difficult to trade with. I mean, you sell where you can. All the same. Tier 1's easier. Just pay for what you need.
Is Keelan... Now, I know this is wrong, but this is pure propaganda. The Thieves Guild run place?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Selling hot goods and all.
Just as far, yeah. And he'll go on a bit about, he likes their system as far as trade better.
Yeah, no, it's like, I could understand. I don't say it out loud, but I'm totally thinking, yeah, I bet a bunch of thieves would be, way more, lax about government taxation and just selling to whoever needs it and stuff like that. Totally bought into all the propaganda.
So this card, it's hay? Yeah, it's hay. Nothing underneath of it. It's just hay.
Now, I could agree if I had a reason.
Exactly. Just greased palms as far as the eye can see.
Which means it really depends on how many palms you pass by for how much. So you hop down and you get your saucy milk, and there's a point where
Now look at her. Just flip the bowl and go back under the roof.
Look at her. Walk off.
she goes to clean it up.
You're a mean person.
I'm committed to my cat roleplay.
What is this stuff?
But not cat enough to get with a lady cat.
Not that committed now.
Not that committed. I doubt your lack. It's just your lack of commitment, man.
Was that stray cat strut?
Yeah.
It's a ladies' man.
Committed enough to torture an old lady.
One's funny, the other's another cat.
So yeah, I wander around, check out the rest of the city, then eventually wander back into the place.
Yeah, you find out the city and stuff, yeah. A lot of warehouse kind of sales, a lot of bulk goods sales kind of areas.
Wander back into the...
Yeah.
Them.
Caravan storage unit.
Him playing...
Walk over, hop up onto the...
The what?
Hop
The
up
cart.
onto the cart.
Do anything interesting?
Turn to people.
Yeah,
Turn to
I got
people
it.
and go, yeah, some old lady gave me a saucer of milk.
I don't even look back at him. I just ask as I see a cat jump up on the cart. If I was wrong in just talking to a random cat,
I'm a really weird looking cat. I'm black and orange.
No, okay.
No.
That's the third
You
guy.
3? Yeah, 3. Hey, 3.
Continue playing chess.
You never asked if I used to be a dwarf.
Because you're obviously an elf, and no one would
You used to
say
be a cat. I figured that one out. After probably that game, he got a wizard. And he turned that cat into a guy.
No.
No,
He's a, whatever, nature mage.
nature made. Are they safe?
Yeah.
Okay. Is his magic easy to learn?
No.
No. Okay.
Literally, his wizarding's the easiest, man. Well,
That is also.
I want to say that,
it's
but
whispered, but you can totally
it's
hear
hard.
all of them.
There are really two magics you can learn, and that's wizard and warlock.
I look at him and go, but I can turn into a
Oh,
bear.
bard.
If you're not
Yeah,
already
man.
a bard, you're not going to develop
He-
bard skills.
He can turn into a dwarf.
No, he used
I got your back, man.
No, he just got a belt. He stole it from a badger who is also a dwarf.
Not anymore, he's not.
No, we
Yeah.
took the belt. Now he's not a dwarf anymore. He's a badger again.
Was he an ancient mage?
No, he was just a badger.
What's it
Okay,
about?
so you can't turn into a badger.
Oh, I can turn into a badger. But it wasn't... I wasn't a badger. Or the dwarf badger.
Just keep saying these two words close together. See if he gets confused. By the end of it, it's like, did you used to be a badger? To other dwarves?
I hear tell some badgers are dwarves, or dwarves are badgers. I'm not sure which.
Oh yeah, no.
For the love of Pearl, David.
Hey, man, they're having a conversation.
And we're all invited.
Except for Adam. He isn't.
I have no idea if I am or not. Mine is both completely silented and on a soft surface that won't make sound if it does vibrate.
Yeah. That was poor architecture. I used subpar materials.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have invested in concrete, but I cut corners.
But yeah, no. Who are you? I'm sorry, I'm Gorik. Clinking Beard.
John Gildersleeve.
Sleeve? No. I already know him. He probably knows your last name. I don't know if he knows your first name.
I would have given it.
Okay.
And I'm just Rock.
It's a proper dwarfy name.
Rock. That's what I'm guarding.
He spells it wrong, though.
No, I know, and with a K and everything.
CK.
Yeah. Versus ROC, which is a giant bird.
Or ROK.
Who's weird like
Are
that?
not okay. But, anyway, been nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
I work this route. If you guard this route too, maybe we will meet again. But, probably about time to go.
Okay.
And he starts tightening things up around the cart, and it really is probably 15 minutes later that, about 7 or 8 other dwarves come in and they actually, get the horses out of the stable part and they get them attached up.
I thought about looking at one of the horses and turning into that horse with the exact marking and then running through the streets, acting freaked out.
Because you're a bad person. I mean, not as bad as Austin, but bad in a completely different way.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have an evil alignment.
No, I
I
haven't.
can't be a bad person.
To be fair, you can have a good alignment and still be a bad person.
It's called being a dick.
Nah, I don't think so. Pretty
Some
sure
people just don't have a sense of humor.
I'm pretty sure that would shift your alignment.
Mm-hmm. No, think of any true lawful good character. Are they not dicks? And everyone hate them?
Like, imagine a paladin that were to ask, is it evil if I kill my dog?
So it's not wrong to ask. If you're unsure, do so. God will shine down with light from above and tell you, yes!
Or in this case, your friends will mock you mercilessly about it.
For years.
Yep.
And sometimes you forget what your alignment is and wind up accidentally doing evil things.
Mm-hmm.
Like letting some poor dwarf cut his neck shaving.
I think that's how it happened.
That's how I remember it.
Sounds right.
Oh, the same? Evening?
Mm-hmm.
The light within the city doesn't really change, but the sound does.
Mm-hmm.
The activity level does. You guys do anything else?
I switched over to playing solitaire.
I'm assuming you two sleep.
Oh, yeah.
It's just rock ground in here.
Sleep up on the bench.
I do a thing that looks like sleep. I pretend to be a statue. A book-reading statue.
I sleep up on the bench. I assume Bob is a small mammal and just sleeps up there.
I only have to sleep for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
My shift lasts longer than that. So I just turn into a cat.
Yeah?
And just stare. Weirdly. As elves in trances do.
Alright then. Morning comes. The guys you're working with, you stop by briefly, hey, etc. We're going out to breakfast. We'll meet you back here, and they give sort of a time at that point for where within mid-morning.
Mm-hmm.
Enough, it should give you guys, if you need to take shifts, to go get food. If you do that.
I just go...
As I've clearly noticed at this point that you guys don't generally seem to eat.
I either go hunting or we just, good berry.
good berry.
I am a robot.
Yeah, I'm a robot. I'll sometimes go hunting if I'm in the mood for not good berry. It's like I at least save up money to go into town and eat something really good when I feel like it. I don't feel this town would be up to my standards.
I just eat good berries.
Yeah.
They're free.
Berries and cream, right?
Yeah, berries
And
and
honey bread.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do show up mid-morning. Bringing in the horses as well and get it set back up. Leave the town, and this is the one where you have...
Do you have the old woman on the way out? Because I'm totally a cat on top of the thing.
Yeah, it's not until this level you can turn into birds.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
For everyone.
Because then, I'll never have to stop to go to the bathroom again.
And this is the 5-day tunnel journey.
Long tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
I do talk to them, our guards as we're going. It's like, not our guards, our drivers. Like, you guys do this route often, or?
Well, no, this is like a big gift.
Yeah. So, nah, I mean, we've done it occasionally.
Well, let me rephrase. Is this tunnel safe, like a well-traveled road, or?
Yeah, it's safe.
Oh, okay.
It's got cities on both ends.
Oh, okay. Did not know if it went into natural caves or anything like that.
No, they keep it well guarded. Heck, back at the other end, that few-hour tunnel, that entire thing is designed, filled to have various layers collapsed and closed off. They have the same thing at the far end. If anything tries to get in, they just shut out the outside.
They just close the doors.
Yep.
That's good dwarven engineering right there.
Dwarven engineering. The kings of, I'm taking my ball and going home.
We're going to attack you. Come out and fight. No.
We just live here now.
So on that 5th day, miles before you reach the next city, you do start to hear the echoes of a
Rumbling?
tinny,
Oh, my.
clanging sound, which grows ever louder as you progress. As there is
I feel like this is going to be an Avatar reference.
I've not seen it, so how would I reference it?
Oh, good. We have 5 torches. We should light them all at the same time. That'll give us 5 hours.
What?
This is a silly episode. Very little gets done here.
Just hold for sound.
Trolling.
Anyways, but yeah, you get into the city where it is. It's just full. It's a mining city. And this is a much bigger city. And as you get out into the city itself, there are caverns that twist away from the city's outer walls, going deeper into the mountains, carved out by various mining expeditions. Many, you can see areas where things have been blocked off, tunnels that are still open, and of course the city as it, from this main road here, sort of almost like from an auditorium, how it kind of raises up. It almost like raises up towards the outer walls. Full of dwarves, various crafts, mining, working with various metals along this road near where you're entering in, etc. This seems more of a place to find somewhere to eat, place to shop for more normal things. It's more of a bustling kind of city, much larger than the
Last one?
Yeah. Yes, much larger than Kibarak.
Yep. Still
Zarek is much bigger than Kibarak, basically.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're still underground, so
You are still underground.
check with our guys. Are we parking here again?
Yeah, we'll be here. It's a bit later, so we won't be here quite as long. It's probably nearing. We'll leave probably around the same mid-morning, but it's evening, enough time if we'll need to get a drink or something. Of course, same arrangement with one of you guarding the cart.
Mm-hmm.
However, this time, there is nobody to keep you company as you guard the cart.
Oh no, what a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
I will be left alone with my thoughts. How will I ever survive?
Apparently the last guy didn't make it so well.
You went crazy.
He smoked 30 packs of cigarettes and then had a conversation with anyone who walked by.
I will go out and see if there are any shops that sell books or anything like that.
Yeah, you can find shops that sell books.
And just try to find me a literary work. Buy that and something to read.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have a specific subject?
What's a storybook?
Yeah, it's like
Like a novel.
the fiction would be good, but heck, I'll take a random,
No, if you're looking for novel, like novelization, fiction,
Yeah.
sorry, you can find.
I go and buy one of those.
Celeste Argonian.
What's the Argonian made?
Not in this version. Should have looked at the cover before he bought it.
No, you find whatever. A lot of them are dwarf centric, but you can find epics, kind of stories of heroism, kind of thing.
Cool.
Stories of might and magic in a world with might and magic.
How much did that cost me?
Making
I was gonna say, you could probably have just named something. I would have gone okay, but
Yeah, I have to find out how much the paper is.
It's produced by Rock Books. You can buy it wherever Rock Books are sold.
see, that's another one that's spelled weird.
Yeah, it is. But I don't care. They put out good books. It's published. That's the right word.
25 gold.
Books are expensive.
Jesus.
Yeah. What do you do?
Wander around as a cat. see if any trouble finds me.
You got an apparently drunk dwarf following you.
He wants to do things with that cat.
Hey, you!
Keep walking.
Hey, you!
Climb on top of the building.
Hey, you're not fooling nobody! We know what you are. Well, sort of. Not that.
Continue to walk off.
Sneak thief. If I hear anything went down, I know it's you. Find you.
Is he still looking up at me?
Yeah.
Spray piss at him.
Male cats.
Do I need like an aim check?
No. It's like a spritzer. It gets everywhere.
7. Am I proficient with the cat pee?
No.
Then it's just 7.
Doesn't
Oh wait, does this count as a magical attack?
No! You messed up, dude.
Well, he's not wrong.
Messed up in the head.
Wander off.
The Wonder Cat.
Just a random message. It wasn't a cat. I swear to God. That guy with this cat is first see a pretty cat.
What do you do after buying your book?
Go back to cart, start reading.
Now I'm gonna shadow this dwarf. Just every time he's looking somewhere, just eyes, and then duck back.
Well, if you go back to find him again, you find that he's returned to a tavern. Nice. You know, he sits down, hidden with a couple other guys. People in these towns. You know, that kind of...
Alright, now I wander off. Very low crime rates in these areas.
What?
Very low crime rates in these areas.
Why?
He's trying to Batman around a city as a cat and is not finding Batmanable crimes.
Indeed. Or Catman.
Catman's more likely to kill people.
Wait, was Catman a thing?
Yes.
Fought Batman a few times.
Yeah.
Alright.
But,
He got really fat once.
Yep. Then he got back in shape.
no, ultimately, it would
Roller
just be completely by chance of whether or not you found it, so...
So, nothing picked up on my senses, which are, I get proficiency on.
Check your minimap. Look for exclamation
No, if
points.
anything, this is a really obnoxious sound that you hear.
Ding, ting, 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 ting.
Yeah,
All
icon.
mining.
Okay.
Yep.
When it gets close to time, I wander back.
Okay. Well, of course, the time for what?
For his 4-hour
Just to
nap.
leave.
Well, they leave in the morning. You got all night.
Alright, I wander on until there's only 4 hours until we have to leave, I guess.
Okay, then.
Then I turn into people and walk past that bar. See if that dude is still in there drinking.
Walk past the bar. Yeah, bye. He's by you.
You smell like cat pee. So I walk by.
So you. I do. Why do I?
I do smell like cat pee. Because this is simply a true statement.
Alright then. Then yeah. Morning comes. And similar things setting off. Do you guys do anything for breakfast or thing before leaving this
Yeah,
time?
good berry.
Delicious.
What? You gave me a spell that made it so I never have to eat. If I could do
That
this
still
in
means
real
the
life,
answer is no.
He didn't give you that spell, you took it.
I'm just saying, if I could make good berries in real life, that'd be amazing.
Inconvenient, but I mean, there's a reason I'm fat. It's because food is good.
Yeah, but I hate paying for things.
That's true.
I eat for free all the time. I hate paying for things.
it would come down to, like, a sensu bean. It's like, yeah, they're free, and they fill you up like an entire day's meal, but you could just eat, like, 5.
Why would I? I just eat one. I'm full. That's how I got done being fat. Just, like, stopped overeating.
I have to imagine it doesn't make you any more full, because you can use them for healing, too, so... It's not like eating 2 makes you take, like, a nauseous condition.
They're not lambus bread.
Yeah.
Just scarf all the lambus bread.
But yeah, they get ready and head out. How do you leave?
On a cart.
As a cat.
Houseboat, just to the neck of a cat.
Yeah, you were heading out of town and make a perception check.
I don't suppose this relies on... Dang nabbit.
Centaur hearing?
I'm not sure what theirs is. Scent. Smell. Does he still smell of cat pee?
Yeah, I can rely on smell.
Did you touch this dice secretly, Vic?
Nope.
Literally nobody has touched those dice.
Except you.
Yeah. I got you brand new dice. I didn't even open the container.
13.
13? Well, I see. Yeah, you probably still recognize, smell as somebody else. My attention as you're going past along the main road. Yes, that's it. That's the sneak thief. And there's like a pair of dwarfs, neither of which are that guy. Coming up, sort of along the side. Hey, whoa! And they're, putting hands on cart, to which, well, first off, what do you guys do as these guys are grabbing the side of the car?
Are they grabbing it or are they touching it?
They're kind of grabbing, they're trying to stop the cart physically.
I jump down and turn into a gigantic lion and roar at them.
I tell the drivers to halt the cart.
And I'll look at you. That was an escalation that did not need to
You
happen.
now realize you on this main road in this town is probably within the closest 40 to 50 feet. There's probably going to be about 17 dwarves who all now draw weapons on you.
Because you're a large, dangerous animal, Bob.
Turn into people? Don't touch that.
That's true. What did you do?
I roared at you, like, just
No, I
now.
mean that's night when you were sneaking around.
I pissed on that one dwarf. It was hilarious.
But what did you sneak?
It's nothing.
Then why was you sneaking around?
I just wander around towns as a cat. That's what I do. People bug me.
People don't just turn into cats.
Exhibit A!
Do so?
Not unless they got ulterior motives.
I go, gentlemen, and explain calmly why this is a totally natural thing with my bonuses to doors and charisma. Is that advantage or just a bonus? Probably advantage. Advantage on charisma checks.
Roll again.
In 5th edition, advantage as your bonus? Surprise.
Mm-hmm. One
Slightly
better. Yeah. Yeah. 14 of just... That's what he does as a druid. He feels like he must spend part of his day, as an animal, or when he can't be near trees and stuff.
Climbing around people's roofs, near their windows? Seems a little suspicious.
I only climbed up on the roof because some drunk dude was trying to molest me.
I'll have you know, he was sober when he found you, and he saw right through you.
Wasn't sober.
Yeah, he was.
Nope.
Yeah, when he came to the bar, he'd already passed you.
He went out of the bar to harass me.
Either that.
No, technically,
oh.
you never saw
His
him. Out.
description,
Oh, okay.
Your description
So what
was
you're
a
saying-
drunk dwarf.
No, a seemingly drunk dwarf.
Okay.
He pre-games
So-
like a champ.
So I looked at him and go, so what you're saying is that a sober dwarf was trying to molest a cat.
You weren't a cat.
Totally was.
You're not a cat. You are.
Just
Anyways-
saying, either way, your friend's a cat molester. He molests cats.
Anyways, we'll be just on our way.
Nice talking to you. Walk off. Oh, and don't touch the cart.
Yeah, well, don't bring the cart through our town.
It's not my cart. I'm just a guard. Hence why you're not allowed to touch it.
More or less, they let you go. The guys who are driving the cart do kind of fuss at you for.
They got something to get his cat. I don't know. Last time was great. Some old lady gave me a saucer of milk.
You just admitted to peeing on somebody.
He was trying to molest me.
It was a defensive tactic.
I'm still gonna move. You could have ran away, got away, and you chose.
I actually came back from getting away to piss on him.
Well, in the future, don't do that.
Which one?
The coming back and peeing on them when you can just, slip away into a crowd. Also, be more convincing when someone sees through your animal shape.
I don't know how I could have been more convincing.
Clearly understanding the guy, being mad at him and peeing on him. Yeah, mighty convincing. Doesn't matter with how he saw through you, but still.
Seems legit.
So we continue on. Is it another 5 days through this hole in the ground?
No, it's gonna be. What is that? That's probably around 8 hours.
Mm.
And then comes the long part of the journey.
Remember, this is a multi-week journey.
It was like a month.
Of which nothing more important has happened than people don't like cats. Or are far too fond of them.
I'm not fond of cats that spray pee at me either. And I love cats. But if it's, spray pee at me, I'd not be happy. That's why I don't get male cats. They're terrible.
The only cat I really like is a male cat.
Well, enjoy the smell of pee.
He hasn't peed on people.
You know, things.
He hasn't done that either.
Well, you can't disagree with. He does just pee in a box in the house.
I mean, I assume so. I haven't seen it. Unlike the people in this dwarven town, I don't just watch cats.
Yeah, with the Dwarven City, the first one was the Dwarven Town. Keep it straight.
People are weird.
Kibarak, Kazaric, it's really easy to tell them apart. Anyways, whatever. Days and days and days and days.
Yep.
We
Wouldn't have any fights on the way there, or are we just going to have smooth sailing inside the very well defended, apparently, dwarven lands?
That is notable of a difference. Particularly just as far as, if there be at some point.
Well, one I
Mention
would
it.
assume no horde
No
members can get through the hole.
Yeah. That's one of the biggest things is here within this, because you are, at this point, you're surrounded, when you come out pretty much, it seems, on all sides. As far as where your vantage point when you come out of there, all sides by mountain ranges. And there is sort of a mostly marked road that sort of goes off to the east. And they just sort of set along that road for many days. What are you at right now? You're at day. I'm putting in about 4, 5, 6, 7. 20-ish days, 20 or so, around that. About a 20-day journey. And goes out along a road until you get to the point where the mountains are just to one side of you, and it opens up more towards the ocean in the distance, to the other end. And you can actually see down to where, what was that? Dunminster is, which was the city that you'd been at before. But when the road gets to the point where there's clearly the road that heads in that direction, you instead cross the river and continue on the road away from there. As that would be a several, half week or so, several day, there and back, a week detour. So, no need to...
Yeah, we'll just chalk the boat and float it. Never comes out poorly.
Well-made bridge. Stone.
See that bridge, and we ford anyway.
Does David die of dysentery?
Almost certainly.
Yeah.
Especially after all the interruptions he gave during this game.
Mm-hmm. That's what you get. You do, however, at least a couple times, sort of pass other travelers. And around that time of the bridge, around that time is where you end up almost joining, running parallel at around, just because of the way the road works, a similar pace and the same direction as another group of travelers. They have 4 carts themselves, not nearly as secured as yours. They're more open-top carts with, canvases thrown over and just tied down. Bit of a bigger party, and in the evenings, notably more rowdy, rambunctious, aled up and stuff. But they seem to have nothing against you.
Make noise complaints. Find the local police and just report them all night.
There are no local police here.
Oh, then their only choice is to burn all the carts.
Yep, that's kind of arson at all.
Going to be the voice of reason. If you have to get retribution, pee on it as a cat.
I feel like that was the opposite of what you said.
I know. He specifically said, "Don't pee on anyone."
And now he's not making any sense because that first advice made sense. This is lunacy.
No, I'm not going to go and R. Kelly the carts.
But and ultimately, the drivers are more of the, and that's they don't care either way as long as you don't think that there's a sort of the on your advice what to do.
Okay, first night I'll go check them out.
Yeah,
Go stick around. What are they going to do? Mug us?
as a cat.
Well, it seems easiest to sneak up on them as a cat.
Okay.
Of course, there's always Plan B.
Or Plan P.
I'm glad it's further down the alphabet than
No, there's A, B, and P.
I don't think you know how the alphabet works, but alright. Mine has more letters in it.
Well, A is a cat, B is a bear, P is pee on everything.
As a cat, as a bear, or as a elf?
Well, obviously, Plan P as a bear would, answer that age-old question.
We're not in the woods.
Exactly. They would answer it. The answer would be no. Apparently a bear does not.
He's not here when you're pissing him off. But no, they do seem rowdy, but they don't seem unkind or malicious. They're
Travelers?
well, yeah, but that is obvious. Almost wondering, insight, I guess, would be the check to make.
Insight is wisdom. Oh, okay. 22.
22. They're some sort of they do some sort of performing act. They're some sort of entertainment troupe. So
I go back and explain that to the person as I walk up and turn into people and go, yeah, they're a performing troupe.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Yeah. What harm can gypsies do, right?
Lots.
And that's racist.
Only a little bit.
Yeah, but enough that you would recognize it as so, and yeah.
No, my response is, that's racist.
Also, you're really weirded out that they have the same concept of, gypsies in this world.
I just assumed it was a magical translation thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wait until I describe the sound of Sturgis to you.
Yeah. I mean, don't
Engines.
you know that gypsies are interdimensional travelers? They exist in all worlds.
And yet still seem to want to rob and take stuff from people. In
They're not
caravans.
very rich. Interdimensional travel has not made them rich.
How was it not?
Well, look at you. But, no, never mind.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure we got a real big score our first time here. And so much so that it made us look at all other jobs and go like, that's not how much, our time is worth.
My bad. Really had a different goal. I didn't mean to set expectations with that.
But if they are traveling performers, why do they not have better carts? That's basically their house. You'd think that they'd be better.
They're quite clearly, they sleep in bags on the ground here.
Yeah. I think they'd have, decent beds in
Maybe
their
they're not
carts.
very good.
There's something that they're storing in the carts. It's covered with tarps.
I would have checked that out, too.
Make a stealth check.
I rolled a 3. But it is nighttime.
Then have advantage.
Okay, I'll take that. 12. That's better.
Significantly.
Not great, but better.
No, significantly better.
18.
18. Yeah.
They're drunk.
They're used to it. The dwarves. But you do get enough to check out sort of what they have in there. They have, at the very least, you can figure out easy enough. Staging materials, enough almost to set up their act. It is
Okay, so it's nothing nefarious. Because the only thing that would make me want to check out the carts is the carts aren't very nice.
Yeah, no, they're protecting and doing whatever they do for their act. It's clearly something for that. You are caught. They don't, like not physically, but caught as in they see
A cat.
a cat. Yeah. Throw something at you.
These people are mean to cats.
You know what? I was
It makes more sense out here.
I was snooping. I'll stick with plan A and just leave.
Yeah, no, make sure Wildcat P was, a very likely possibility in their mind's eye. Oh no, it's going to spray all over everything.
And ultimately, out here, it is much more likely that he's a wild cat rather than someone's pet.
Yeah.
Because here, just the opposite of in that town, nobody's pets are here. But otherwise, yeah. So, not as easy necessarily to get to sleep early because they go.
We managed to sleep in the mining town. We'll be fine.
That settles down pretty well.
No.
As night actually falls.
I just have to trance. It won't bother me.
I don't sleep.
Yeah, it's just you and the drivers.
Sorry, I lived in an active war zone and on the ocean. I'm fine.
Yeah. Well enough. Let's see here.
What?
You're burned right here, I'm guessing. Other arm.
Got burns all over.
Wait, I got
works
burn
in
on
the
my
kitchen.
arm? Oh, I do. Huh.
Of course you didn't notice. You work in a kitchen. You have burns everywhere.
Yeah. Pretty standard.
But yeah, so a few more days traveling more or less alongside them. You do around that 35-ish day mark is where you get to the next cavern entrance into this mountain.
I believe you.
And this one's about just a few hours through before you reach the city of Dwarrondum. Dwarrondum is it's larger than
Those
That's
other
right.
two places we've been.
Kazakh.
By the way, as we're going in, I'm keeping my eye out for cats. Specifically cats where I can get a full view of their markings.
Okay.
So I can just copy them and people won't bother me anymore.
It's not that the guy recognized your markings. The guy recognized you through magic.
I don't know if I can put off a magical signature. I do? Huh.
Transmutation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's still magic, man. You don't just actually become a cat.
Yeah.
I don't play dwarves where they get caught very often or that care.
Mm-hmm.
Most
So
of
to be
the time,
fair, you went to two cities and only one guy seemed to really know.
druids, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it was a different guy who accosted us the second
Yes,
time.
they were. They still had your smell.
They were hanging out with
They were the guys that were actually in the bar that he went and talked to.
They had my smell.
Because he hung out with them all night, and he smelled like you, so they ended up smelling like you.
Transference, man.
Yeah, but how did they smell me?
No, they didn't smell you. You smelled yourself on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That wasn't my...
They recognized you visually there. At that point, it's because you used the same markings. Yes, they did recognize you from your markings. Because you choose to be distinctive. You can just be an all black cat or just a normal gray cat or something. And
I saw an orange and black cat once, and it was the coolest cat I've ever seen.
probably was, yeah. Let's see.
He was a little jerk, but...
That's where you get that, eh? You find yourself in a massive underground cavern that the city's built within. Unlike the previous one, it doesn't seem to have tunnels and mining done off of it. It seems much more deliberate. In fact, there are various buildings that are actually carved into and up along the outside walls. The western wall is only, full of just little windows. Some with lights inside, most without. But just sort of almost seeming to be a massive building. Just the way it's sort of set aside, it seems to be one large structure that takes up the western side of this enormous cavern. To this point, the guys say, "All right, getting pretty near the end here. We'll get a place to station this and see how long it takes for us to get an audience." Well,
I forget. Do we go back with you guys, or are we only your protection to here?
nah, you're just still here.
Oh,
We're teleporting back.
okay, good. That was my plan too.
No, once the gift is gone, there's no need to
Travel.
keep it on foot. But yeah, saying for now, we'll get stationed again. Maintain the guard. Make sure nothing happens. Sorry, I'm remembering when there was an event that caused something to happen. You guys avoided that in the last time. Had your own issues, but
I don't really have any issues.
but yeah, so they can do that. They get it sort of set up in the place. Again, the place has been stabling, cart put in storage for one of you guys, and then they're sort of, all right, we're off to the old house to see what we can set up.
Okay.
If probably meet here every evening and morning. In case it does need to get moved over there, we'll let you know then. Probably won't be too short a notice for that not to let you know. And they set off.
So is this like a dwarf capital?
Yes, it is.
Neat.
I wander where someone can't see me, and then turn to a cat and wander around.
In this, where we keep the cart thing, are there rafters?
Not rafters per se, no.
Something to hook onto, though.
Like what do you mean?
Like, if I went and bought some rope or an actual hammock, could I just set up a hammock in here?
No. Not without pounding pittance into stone wall.
Ah.
I'm guessing they would be okay with that.
Probably not. You can ask.
Go rent some immovable rods.
Is that not what immovable rods are for? Use them for hammocks.
Not a bad use. Let's see. But, you do anything here? Here you have a much more likely odds of finding places selling magic items. Here is certainly somewhere there's going to be places with books.
I already turned into a cat and was wandering around being
Cat again.
Druid Batman.
No, right now it's day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
nothing bad ever happens during the daylight.
I'll let you go find books. I'll take the first watch. Because God knows you've probably burned through yours by now. I know I have mine,
Man, I'm
probably
writing
like twice.
theses, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just read books. I do a lot of extra logical work. I gotta make new spells. Gotta write down research. Gotta modulate magical energies. It's complex.
Did you actually get those scrolls?
Huh?
Like, learn those scrolls?
I learned like one of them.
Ah.
I learned one, I think another one broke, and I kept the others.
Ah.
Let's go check out a library.
Okay.
See what kind of libraries doors have.
How do you find a library?
I asked for about one.
What kind of person do you offer to ask? See a cat walking by?
I don't ask the cat, because it probably doesn't speak languages. Cats are notoriously stupid. Especially black and orange ones.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't want to get sprayed with pee.
He'd do it too.
I ask, just whatever, any dwarf nearby. I ask until I get an answer.
Don't you already have the answer? Like, the king has his own library where
Yeah.
you can request knowledge.
Yeah, I know that.
You know that. Yeah, no, and that's probably the easiest answer to give. But there's others, as far as libraries, there are things like that. But the people mentioned, there's a couple of bookshops who wanted something like that. That a few of them you managed to find. Otherwise, the old house there would be a library. One who remembers may be able to get you access, but
Is that a title?
of course
Where would I find one of them?
they're the older dwarves. Those who let's say, yeah. He thinks for a minute, recalls the year. 265 years old or older.
I look for such an old dwarf.
Yeah, you
I'm
find
an
an
expert on dwarves. I can tell what ones are that old.
Yeah, and you can find yourself an older dwarf. How do you approach said older dwarf? Let's see, this dwarf here. He's probably the one that you managed to find. Probably is sort of sitting in the window of a shop, and he's doing delicate work on a little jade sort of statue. He's carving out a figurine.
Scare him. That's the best way to get him. Good graces.
Just walk up, smack it over the head. Tell me about the old times, old man!
Come on, I know you like telling stories, you geezer.
No, I wait for him to finish.
Yeah, so you sort of walk up beside the... And he'll get to the point where he's finished maybe a detail and he'll sort of... How can I help you?
I use all my skills and knowledge of how to talk to older dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
There were many of them that were older than me back in the day, when I was a dwarf myself.
Mm-hmm.
In order to ask him about how I would go about getting into that big old library. As I was told that a distinguished member of the race might assist me.
Yes, the old house, of course. Capital.
Capital like British people saying good, or capital like the capital?
Capital like the capital.
Okay.
It's Bairn's home. No, of course. I could get you access or something. What for what purpose?
I'm a wizard and a scholar by career.
Okay.
but not trivia.
But, I mean, admittedly, most of the books within there would be historical knowledges on Dwarvenkind, and
I
of course
used to
with
be a
Ban,
dwarf.
the religions of old. Really?
Yeah, that magic kind of altered my existence.
Well, how old would you be then?
I don't think it's just for age on this. I'm 62.
Yeah. Young pup. No.
Barely have a beard.
Well, I don't have one at all anymore.
No, yeah. No, he's
You get your
partial to us, and I don't mean anything against you. I know the hard times are really hard, and now if anything, it's his devotion to the old gods. But yes, I can. I mean, you just. How do I know I can trust that you're not going to spoil my name if I get you in there?
You're afraid I'm going to damage the books?
Or something along the line.
I bring out some of my books. Meticulously cared for books. Filled with complex writing. I'm a scholar. I wouldn't abuse a book.
He'll actually look through. What books do you bring and set out?
My wizard books.
Yeah.
The ones I use for research.
Research, spell books, those kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually look through and.
No necromancy spells.
Yeah.
Not a single one.
Okay.
You might have followed restful repose, but decided not to.
Yeah, he looks through, and just from the way he reads, he almost seems as if he understands some things that it would impress you, and he'll look through some things. Arcane, of course, but these days it's, I suppose, easier to get started in. All the same, I close up shop in at 7. If you come by then, I'll take you by, and at the very least, I can get you an idea to sit in there and see a bit of what's in there. No guarantee on how long they'll let you stay, if I only have a few hours. But at the very least, while I'm able to stay, you'll be able to see what's there and perhaps see if it's worth the time needed to try and get longer stays to read.
Much appreciated. I'll see you at 7.
Right. So fix this.
Now the question is, do I just stand there and stare at him for the next few hours? What are the advantages of this robot body? Just sit there, just... You? Awake? No, I go back to the carriages.
That was great. So when Austin comes back, say I'm going to take off for a little bit. I'll be back.
I'm leaving at 7.
Okay, I'll be back before then.
I almost feel like I don't care as much about this job as those books. I tried to get you to come to this city earlier.
There are 2 other people who can watch these cards.
Yeah. But just the I'm leaving. Better be back. I just watched it the last 2.
The 2 towns, just the whole time. It's my turn.
I'm going to go to local shops that would have an import-export type business and chat them up and see if I could get some sort of thing between me and those trade people back in, like the Eagle Eye City and stuff like that. Open a line of communication and make friends with these merchant-y people. See if they're part of that merchant group.
Because he's got a letter of recommendation or something from a merchants group, don't you?
I think that's Austin. I'm just trying to get in good with them.
Okay, so you're going by shops and looking for affiliations. Yeah, they actually, not all of them, but a fair number are actually affiliated with the Trade Guild Association.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems to have spanned here as well.
Yes. Well, I tried to make connections and get my foot in the door with the tradespeople. Let them know I'm a relative world traveler currently in my other professions. Mm-hmm. And, let them know and introduce myself and be all charismatic and stuff.
Yeah, because...
Make yourself a charisma check.
Are they dwarves?
They are dwarves.
Ah, yes.
Bump, wow.
12.
Well,
I want to make money off you!
But I want both of us to make money. I want both of us to make money. Well, that's a pretty dwarfy thing to do.
I got anything for you right now. You're not a dwarf. But, maybe at some point. come back before we leave town. I'll see if there's anything at that point.
Okay. And that's just the best lead I got today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna head on back. I'll hit more shots tomorrow if we're still here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have to leave until you're done.
True enough.
Technically, you don't have to leave. Yeah.
We just live here now.
Yeah.
We're no longer murder hobos.
But I so enjoy being a murder hobo. I'm like the most adventurous guy out of the group.
It's a very...
What are you talking about? I explored towns.
You return,
Yep.
and he's sort of finishing up the crafts and closes things up. Very tidy in the way he does so. And so definitely the way he moves is changed. It shows his age, though his mind seems quite sharp. He'll walk you up towards what is the wall, towards near the center of that western wall building. And it's there. And sort of the point when he gets to the base of the stairs that lead up to the main entrance. And probably around that point, you will notice that at this point, he asks you sort of that, stay here for a moment. I'll wave you down from the top of the stairs once we get permission and such. He kind of hobbles his way up the stairs, and you do notice that at this point, the pair of drivers have more or less set up in some little folding wooden sort of stools near the bottom of the stairs, and they're just sort of sitting there.
They're here.
Yeah, they're just sort of sitting. Anything going on?
I'm trying to visit the library.
Good luck getting in there.
I'm pretty... I've got papers. I don't think any of them will apply here, but, I've got connections.
Yeah, but it's not too long until you open them. I guess waves you up the stairs. And...
I got connections.
I also love that these guys have, foldable lawn chairs.
See, if they didn't have those chairs, they'd be more motivated to find someone to help them get into an earlier audience.
Yeah, you're taking in, and at this point, it is very clearly into what could very well be an entry room, a ballroom. It's that size sort of thing. It could be used for entertaining parties just in the first room that's entered. If they need to have events, that people don't have to go further into the house. Off to the north, down a hallway that runs probably around the center and more deeper into the cavern of this house. In other words, one without one of the many outer windows. He takes you down a hallway that leads to a massive library. Thousands and thousands of books. Nothing to the scale of
The elf crystal.
yeah, the Elven library. Although many of these seem less of a modern work and more of an ancient work. There are much more older books and various ones that are, almost have little caged and keyed areas, and some of them more easy to access. For ones that are caged up, there is usually something that is more modern hanging from a chain in front of it that at least lets you get the idea of what's in there. Do you pick a book and start reading, or do you more peruse? No, at the point where he gets there, sort of you're in there, and he sort of can just sort of take a seat at one of the research tables, and sort of go, be careful what's in here. Most of the fragile ones are caged, but any sort of guides sorts, the general sections, historic. Informational, religious, collected, various collections.
I go hit
donated.
religious.
Yeah. In going to religious, probably more than half of it is behind cages, and so little books describing what the books are is what really gets down to. They've collected various books directly from the worshippers and practices from when the gods were alive. They've kept those from...
Are they all in cages?
No, you do find a handful that from the forward. it more as a, here is a gathered works. A lot of these are more particular for things that we didn't have a full copy of whatever. Here's what we've managed to gather between multiple copies of, that had been partially damaged, where we've been able to correct in there, and sort of the, notating, here's how we're dictating when it's not exactly the original text, but more inferred from what we do have, or how they mention when there are differences between the two versions that they have.
I just started studying.
Etc. Yeah. But yeah,
Just
ultimately...
stand there in front of the book searches.
Yeah, no.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? We should go be rare book collectors.
Find a torn page, fix it. Just, I have that power.
You're saying we could make good money
I
going
can
around.
spill a coffee on my page and just be like, didn't happen.
We could make good money if we figure out what books they don't have and just go and sell them books.
Maybe. Well, that's what I do. For as long as they'll let me stay.
Yeah. No. And yeah, you have anything that makes it where you read particularly fast?
No.
Just practice at this point.
Yeah.
Just years of practice.
And the ability not to have to blink.
No blinking. I don't have to sit. I can just stand in front of the bookcase with the book in my hand. Put it back. New book.
No shelving issues here.
Yeah. These books always go back exactly where they came out from.
That's how you make a librarian love you.
Every time.
They're all where they belong. What do I want to make you do? Not just okay. You're reading a couple hours when you notice, and at this point, it really is at this point still just the older dwarf to get there, and you do recognize that he's fallen asleep in his chair.
Continue reading.
Let the man sleep.
Yep. Which does give you significantly more time. Probably around 7 hours before.
You seem so peaceful.
He doesn't have family who loves him. His granddaughter should have shown up by now.
He went right from work to come here. He didn't go home first.
You're gonna go to the bar? I checked every bar in the city. Nowhere to be found.
I know he doesn't like to read. He would just sit in the library and not bother reading anything. That's clearly not where he is. But at some point, Twin, I'd almost say overly well dressed, but
we know you can't use the word fancy and dress together.
Yeah, because if I say that he's in fancy dress, you think it's a fancy dress, and all of a sudden he's a cross-dresser. Because you guys are weird.
This is a
I'm
whole
pretty
other
sure
world. Maybe
he's
that's
weird
just how
because he's
things
a
work.
cross-dresser.
But no, it's not really. It's not really. It would be fancy, except that it's on a clean white. It's sort of
That makes it fancier.
Sterile?
yeah, it's sterile, but it's nice fabrics. It's decorative frills, but it's very much just sort of a very clean look. Where it doesn't quite have the same. It looks fancier as it's closer, more so than from across the room.
It's a pure white suit in a medieval society.
It's fancy as hell.
It's a white suit. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a perfectly clean white. It's as clean as would be expected, and as you might understand. To your knowledge, yes, that looks like a white suit. Maybe to you, that looks like a little bit of an off-white suit, but to everyone else, it's a white suit. But yeah, so he sort of comes in. What are you?
I'm with the unconscious one.
Yeah, he kind of walks you in, and he's a relatively quiet tone, enough that he's not going to wake up the sleeping old man.
How far
What
have
are
you
you doing?
gotten at this point?
Yeah, you're probably about 3 books in enough. If chosen, you could have read at least some basic information on a few different deities.
That's the main goal.
Yeah.
I tell him I'm reading the books.
It shows interesting.
I'm a scholar by trade and choice.
And
Wouldn't that just mean the introduction, I'm a scholar?
No, he's a scholar. He has to add more stuff to it.
Yeah.
True enough.
And
I'm a scholar by choice. Murder hobo by profession.
And what are you reading?
Whatever I'm currently reading.
You understand from you understand more than I'm able to convey with simple words. His question more. What are you reading is not what individual book is. So what things are
What
you
subject
reading?
are you researching?
Oh.
What subject?
Yeah, it's like
piqued your interest.
Yeah.
I believe it would be a lot easier to understand the functions and processes of the God Shard's impacts if I understood the old religions better.
Interesting. And from what I gather here, you're here with Monlock?
Yes, the craftsman. He was kind enough to escort me in.
Well, seems comfortable enough. And he's almost like looking at for what you might have messed up.
Oh no, those
Not
books
nothing
are pristine.
He's having trouble. You know, how long have you been?
About 7 hours. Started
Pretty-
over there.
I have to imagine you've also just either been constantly casting mending or prestidigitation.
This page has been. No, it's not.
Then prestidigitation cleaning.
I don't know prestidigitation.
Ah,
That's too
you
much like
suck as a
combat
wizard. Prestidigitation. Too much like a combat spell.
No, the spine's a little creased. No, it isn't.
But yes, yes. I'll check up on you. He kind of makes his way out of the room. You
By all means.
what? You look surprised.
Oh, I just didn't know I was getting a turn.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, it took a while. You're looking for crimes. But you do notice stuff. Roll yourself a d12. Let's see what scale we get.
There are no crimes within the dwarven capital.
There's another old lady trying to give you milk. That's another one.
No, it's another one. At this point, you notice. And what you notice is along the eastern wall is a strange shadow that seems to be moving in a pattern up the wall.
I'm going to go check that out.
It's a dwarf all dressed in black, pulling himself up some sort of rope.
Turn to people. What you doing?
Where are you when you do this? Because he's about 50 feet up in the air, scaling this wall.
Is there a building near him?
The wall itself is variety of buildings. There are various windows sticking out. Some they're not all like flat. There's different balconies and things like that.
Can I just climb up?
I
have a climb speed.
Yeah, you have that. Yeah, more or less. I will still make you make a athletics check. You have
To the
advantage
top,
being a
pull,
cat, I believe.
pull a knife and just put it that rope.
19, or you can 20.
Nope.
No, 19. So
19 athletics is strength. Which I think the cat's strength is worse than mine. Yeah, the cat's strength is a -4. Can it be the dex one? Acrobatics instead of athletics? Seeing how I have a climb speed?
yeah, sure.
Okay, because that's... I get a +2 to that. It's opposed to a -4.
Okay. 21.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, you may. Where do you go? Do you go for balcony near him? Do you find where the rope is attached and go for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I climb all the way up to the top and look down. What you doing? Doing crime stuff?
He just falls down.
Just out. Knock in.
Oh, I'll just wake up whoever's here. They'll let you in.
She'll be quite upset.
Yeah, but like at you.
Don't care.
Not at all. She'll be upset at the person waking her up.
I'll
He seems
handle
pretty
it.
convincing.
I'll handle it. It'll be
He
fine.
seems
I
natural
can take-
20 convincing.
Yeah, but I don't care if she's upset. I take the staff and knock on her window. Knock on the window. Loudly. I'm like, tap, 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 tap.
Nah, man, just bust that window. He broke into your room.
You don't see anything coming. He starts continuing his way up.
See, there's
Go down.
nobody.
Is this at like a balcony?
Yeah, so a balcony, yeah.
I jump down.
He's a few
You know,
balconies down.
I just kind of take a knife and put it underneath the thing. So what's your name again? Because it's about to be,
Devlin?
And knock on the door again.
He just keeps coming up.
I'm like, you can seriously stay right there.
It's not a very safe spot to stay. I really ought to get inside.
I have a knife at the rope.
yeah, that's why he doesn't want to be at the bottom.
So it is.
And it's like, just, yeah. I'm pretty sure you're a crook.
But it's pretty sure good enough for execution.
Yeah, actually not.
Come on, 99%.
Yeah, so nobody in there?
It doesn't seem like you have knocked on it multiple times.
I'm like, I don't think anyone's home.
Perhaps they're not.
You just said that she would be upset because you got locked out.
She would be.
What, is she like ran off with your neighbor?
Wouldn't put it past her. She is. I don't know. I didn't show up tonight.
I'll just go in and wake up the rest of the household. Go around and unlock the door.
And now
pick
you're
the lock.
breaking and entering.
Do you pick the lock?
I'm like, the door's locked. How are you going to get in over here?
I've got that key.
Well, toss it up to me, buddy.
Now who's the crook?
Yeah, sure. I'll just wait up here for him.
Well, he gets up. And he has a... From all appearances, he has a key that will unlock this door. And he sort of looks at you. Now, to be fair, he is a shadow. He is dressed in black. He has a black mask on.
he has a balaclava.
It's like, that's okay. I'll follow you in.
Now,
No.
into my home, I've proven, yeah, I have a key.
No, people steal those. I know. I have bunches of keys for things I don't belong to.
Really?
No. But you seemed awful interested in that.
No. You wait here?
Oh no, I'm going in with you. I'm going to record everything you take, if you take anything at all.
Well, after you.
Oh no, I'm not going in first.
It's your place. You have to invite me in.
Yeah, you see, we seem to be at an impasse. I don't trust you.
That's weird. I don't trust you at all. You just grappled up the side of a building. I have more reason not to trust you than you don't have to trust me. I was
Perfectly
up here.
reasonable action.
I was just already here, locked out on this balcony, where you happen to be.
See, I don't know what to do right now. How do I get away from this?
I would leave.
Yes, but how do I know you're not going to cut my rope?
You don't. But you equally don't know I'm not going to throw you off the balcony.
Fair enough. This sort of... Do you follow in?
Yeah.
First thing, it's not a bedroom.
Hello, anyone home?
Oh, apparently not. Here, let's get the follow-in. Seth keys on stuff. He's outside of the door at this point. He's straight across the room, and he seems to have left. Doors open, problem solved.
Walk out, close the door. Like, where are you going? I thought you were trying to get home.
Oh, yep, got the problem solved. I sorted it. Going elsewhere. I've realized too sober right now. Can't be coming home too sober. So get upset.
Okay.
What do you do?
Meld into the shadow, turn into a cat.
Follow him. At some point, waited probably about 2 flights of stairs. You hear a sound from above. What? No. You can hear that someone has responded. It sounds like a man's voice, but
Yeah, just keep following him.
yeah. He gets to the bottom, closes the door behind him. You now pretty much have a door in between you and where he is at the point where he's slipped out the door at the bottom of what is a zigzagging stair going down those probably 20 flights.
Well, I'll have to open the door.
Can you do that as a cat?
Is it a lever handle or a ball handle?
It's going to be a ball.
Darn dwarves and their fancy engineering!
Turn to a person, open the door right behind him. Hey, where are you going? You closed the door on me, dude. You don't have to walk out that door. Where'd you think I was going?
I figured you'd be back home.
Oh, no, I don't live there.
You were on the balcony. I mean, were you some sort of crook?
No, I just hang out on the balcony.
I mean...
Yeah.
Crooks?
Nah. You go about your business. I'll be around. As I dip into the shadows. Turn into a cat. Climb up.
And is there anything that stops him from just seeing you in the shadows morph down to a cat?
It's darkish?
No.
He has
dark vision.
Okay, well, I dip off then. I just kind of walk off. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you. Make sure you get home safe. As I walk off around a corner to a cat, climb up and just follow him through the city.
And more or less, you're
I'm hanging out a cart.
hanging out at the cart, guarding the cart.
He lost his grappling hook, too.
And he did. That's a lot of rope, too. You know what? So far, he's alive.
And has not been peed on.
Yeah. He doesn't even realize that blessing.
Win-win.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's where we'll end this. Please join us again next time to continue this story. Thanks for watching. Bye.